and welcome my yarn loving friends. My name is Doug and I'm coming to you from Albuquerque in the beautiful desert of New Mexico. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying whatever knits you're working on right now. I have brought something super exciting to show you one last time because I have woven in all of my ends and my knitted as painted sweater in pink is now completely finished, washed, all ends woven in, and already worn a couple of times. This is my own design and my own idea for how I combine the colors with a lot of leftovers. As I told you in my last episode, I want to thank my friend Lauren at this point. I had initially planned to write up a pattern for this, and then I thought, oh well, everybody has their own favorite sweater and sweater fit. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just talk about how I've done this, which in this case is 3.5 millimeter needles and switching yarns every 4 rounds in the back of the sweater. So in case one would be able to see where the colors are changed, it would be in the back, but it's unnoticeable. But back to what I wanted to tell you, my friend was here the other day and she said, no, you cannot not write up this pattern. It's such a brilliant concept, and you should own this design and own this idea. And I thank her for this, for encouraging me to really do it. So I will write up a pattern, but it will take me time because I am mainly a dyer. And so that has consumed my past weeks. I have prepared for the local Fiber Arts Fiesta, which hasn't happened in a long time, 3 years. Usually we have it every 2 years, but not this time because of COVID. And so I hope everybody is excited to come, and I hope if you are local, I hope to see you at the Fiber Arts Fiesta. Come by, say hi, and visit my booth. It's going to be so much fun to meet all the knitters and to finally get out there again with my yarn. I'm super excited about it. So and that's what I have finished, why I sped up working on this one, even though these are so much fun to make. I don't really need encouragement to get something done, except for weaving in 12,000 ends. But I wanted to finish this one as a short sleeve sweater to be able to wear it at Fiber Arts Fiesta. And now all that's left is my ends to weave in, as you may be able to see. And I have no idea what happened here, but this sweater is about 1 inch narrower than this one. I have knitted both of them with 3.5 millimeter needles. On the pink one, I changed the colors every 4 rounds. On this one, I did not do that. I wanted to use up what I had, and except for when it was really like over 6 or 7 rounds, that's when I quit and set the yarn aside, like for the sleeves or something. Again, I kind of try to match my sleeves and make them identical. I did not do it very, very, I mean, I didn't write down anything or something. I wanted to use up the yarn. So if my ball of yarn, if on one sleeve I used it for 6 rounds and on the other sleeve I was able to knit 7 rounds with that same ball of yarn, then of course I used it up. And the ribbing is slightly different. Who cares? Nobody's going to see that, right? I mean, whatever. I knitted it to a length that was comfortable for me, but I must say I might have done it even slightly shorter with the wide ribbing, or done a slimmer ribbing because of the length, but whatever. It's fine, it's fun, and I'm excited that it's done. I'm not excited I still have the ends to weave in, but it is what it is. There will be, of course, less ends because short sleeves and more than 4 rounds per color, so that's good. Instead of 12,000 ends to weave in, I will only have 11,000. What else have I been working on? If you remember this beautiful cardigan, the Scappa by Alma Bali, I said that I wanted to get it done to be able to wear it at Fiber Arts Fiesta, even though I am knitting this with a nice and knit yarn. And I think this is for the I-cord edging. I'm using Neighborhood Fiber Company combined with my own velvet yarn, which is Baby Suri Alpaca Silk Blend. And the contrasting color is Azia Wool's Sundancer. And I ended up having a problem, and I just set it aside, and I thought, well, I want to show it to you on the podcast, and so I'm just going to leave it like this and not worry about it anymore. It won't get done by Fiber Arts Fiesta. And my problem is this. I should have gone down a needle size and also decreased a bunch of stitches for the patterned section at the end of the sleeve. Bummer. Yeah, I don't like the bell shape at the end of the sleeve. That's really not me. And so I will rip that back, and I will probably knit that with 3mm needles and also decrease a bunch of stitches. Yes, for sure. I'm very confident this will not block out. But I show you the cardigan because I love it so much. I'm super excited about this getting done hopefully soon, because it's just such a nice and casual piece that I will enjoy wearing. It does not have any buttons or button band, but I think I'm gonna maybe add a loop here and one button just in case I want to close it and it needs a good block so the bottom edge doesn't, well, just like all knitwear, it needs a good block. And then my second sleeve is going to happen fairly quickly. It's not a problem to me. I've marked my decreases here. And looking forward to wearing this eventually this spring. I am working with 3.5mm needles, and but I should have done this with 3mm needles. Just too bad. And this beautiful project lives in this cute project bag, which was a gift from my friend Melody. And it's always fun to have something special and nice to put in there. What else? Of course, I have continued working on my corner to corner Afghan, and I am happy to report that it will hopefully, well, the end is near. That's all I gotta say about it. And look at this, because my row is already short enough to fit into this picture. Yay! I'm calling this my happy blanket because all I use is hand-dyed yarns. Did I really want to say hand-dyed fabric? Where does that come from? Does that tell you anything about my state of mind right now after 4 weeks of prep for Fiber Arts Fiesta? My goodness. I have occasionally thrown in leftovers that I want to use for this into this little container, including my crochet hook. It's a European one in a size 3. And I just wanted to put in here these little balls of leftovers, which I sometimes got from either the sweater or from making mini skein sets. Because in the end, when my rows are gonna get really short, I want a maximum of 2 rows of the same color, and not use up a bigger ball and get like 4 rows of one color. And that's why I put the super mini minis in here. Yeah. And I'll just keep working on this. I guess I didn't do anything else on the Scapa cardigan because I really wanted to show you what went wrong here. And instead I crocheted on this. Yes, and then like I said, I made mini skein sets. I thank you all who bought a set. They were in the shop and everybody seems to love them as much as I do. But I also made more small mini skein samples and for Fiber Arts Fiesta, so that everybody who makes a purchase at my booth can have can pick a mini skein. But with those yarns for samples, I also had a skein of Chama, which is a sport weight 8-ply cabled yarn that has a beautiful texture, and as you can see, I just love the way this is dyed up. I'm not sure, I did not have a tag with this, so this must be either Ziao's Chama in the Beekeeper colorway or in the Beekeeper's Best Friend colorway. Just can't tell. Silly dog did not write things down properly. So I found this guy, and instead of turning it into mini skeins as for samples, I decided I have to cast on something. So initially I combined it with a leftover pink velvet. Velvet, if you recall, is the Baby Suri alpaca silk blend in a lace weight, but that one was a pink, which was really a very strong pink, like these speckles here, darker. And I had just knitted a few rounds and I thought, no, That's not gonna work because it's gonna overpower this yarn. I haven't even told you what I'm planning to make. I decided to cast on a pair of Duke City mitts, which is a pattern that I have published for free on Ravelry. And that's where you find it. And I'm using 3mm needles, and I have just started the gusset for the thumb. And I am so in love with this fabric. I should show you the other side. That's just what I usually do. I keep my safety pins for the stitches, for the thumb stitches on the cuff of this. It's so pretty, isn't it? Oh my gosh, speckles. Just love it. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep going with these. That's just my first one. I started yesterday, and this one lives, this project lives in a bag that I made a while ago with this cool Wonder Woman fabric. And I decided I'm not going to show you any yarn because it doesn't make any sense, because I have nothing in the shop, literally almost nothing right now, because it just all went into my bins for the booth at Fiber Arts Fiesta. And today I heard that Etsy plans to raise their fees again. Etsy does already get a large amount of fees, and if this happens, I will leave Etsy, even though this whole concept of having my own separate website always freaked me out a little bit, because there's a lot of maintenance involved, and the figuring out how to set things up with shipping, especially if I want to allow shipping overseas. That's going to be super complicated, and it's kind of like a daunting plan in a way. But if that's the case, I already find the fees really high, and I will not support another raise of fees. So yeah, well, I will report back and I will let you know what happens. I hope you're all doing well. If you are not doing good, I am sending out a lot of good energy into the world, because we all need this right now. And if you're local, I can't say it enough. I hope I'm going to see you at Fiber Arts Fiesta. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On Wednesday, I will set up, and on Thursday, we open the doors at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I hope to see you then. And until I see you, happy knitting. Bye.